Sierra Luna, and I play games on the internet. If you're new here, thanks for stopping by, and if you've been here before, welcome back. Today we're playing Animal Crossing. We're crossing all our aminals. Anyway, hi Val, hi Rice, hello everybody. We're gonna cross aminals. Server maintenance is happening for the aminals at 8:55 tonight. So very shortly, as far as I know. Yup. 8:55, we'll see if we can push her. Gulliver's on the beach. Or Gullivar. Could be either one. Okay, so I have to do my chores very quickly. And I will not spend all night playing different video games. In my Animal Crossing game. Okay. Huh. First things first, we'll get that academic painting out. We're gonna go take that to Bleathers. Bleathers needs his baskets back. Wrong way. Wrong way. Especially this one. This should be a real academic painting. It looked real, but I think the ones you buy from Red might not always be, but here we go. I want a donation. Oh, sweet. Okay, it is. Right now. They're not random. It's not like it was. There was a time. He needs his baskets back. The number of times that we have objected to things but I need my baskets back. That is a hotel room that I will need to decorate. First, I must touch the inside of this place. Because, you see, Lily! And also that. Wolves. I do. I got them. That's Lily's amiibo! Wolves. Bring my girl home. Yes. Lily, you're so cute. My girl, she's coming home. Those are mine. Now, get X's baskets back. That's the first episode in BFB. Get X's baskets back. That's amazing. Oh. Let's see what we got. That is a lazy villager if ever I saw it. Who have we got around that's a lazy villager? Who's out and about? Well, Zucker's home, but this is not far from his house. And he might have been out earlier in the day. I see no reason not to look in on Zucker and be like, is this yours, buddy? Oh. Petrie? Time for some serious snacking. Oh, she's still got her glasses I gave her on. Oh, Sasha. Okay. Oh, she likes it. Okay. Goodbye. Petrie, you're weird. Love you, girl. Sasha. Oh yeah, you can make teeny tiny perfect snowmen, by the by. Hoppity. Did you lose this? Hippity hoppity. It's your property. I can't believe you found him. What's in there, Sasha? Sasha, baby, what's in there? I'm scared. Anyway, it's easiest to build the big snowmen. But you can also build them teeny tiny. I didn't mean to do that. Alright. Now let us go and look in on Lily. Lily's gonna want something from me. Who knows what it could be. That bucket of water's there for fire safety. Hi, Lily. Yeah. A rocking horse. I can do that for you. I got you, baby. I want to hold this frog and I want to hold this frog. Chat, did you know that she's in the museum set for the Animal Crossing Legos? It's devastating. Okay, what do we need? Where's my boy, the rocking horse? There it is. Oh, yeah, okay. I meant to go visit a Captain Island last night, but I did not do that thing. I did! Here you go. Doctor's coat! Yes! There's a hospital upstairs! I can hang the weights up there. At this point, I guess I'll drop everything to come here anytime I was invited. That's a hint. Oh, I will be inviting her many times. It's the third time, I think, that you can just have them move in. Good gravy. But it might be 4 times before you can actually invite anybody in. Oh, right. I have to check my beaches because Gulliver's out there. Or Gulliver. We check the Tippy Top Beach first because there's not much of it. Where's my pirate at? Well, how did I know he was a pirate? Davy Jones's shoe cubby. Indeed. Who are you? Why am I dressed like this? Okay. Sure, I'll find it. I went overboard and fell in London earlier today. Alright, small fry, we're going swimming. I let my nightmares get too high. And, unfortunately, that does tip you overboard. cucumber. Okay. I did end up in the Mirror Marches, thankfully, rather than a state of some confusion. There's that pirate's phone. Yar! Okay, there they go. Oh no, the consequences. Okay. Now, there are some more chores that I must do. What is it, Cephalobot? Yeah, we're friends. Yeah, let's get you something else. What are we gonna do for Cephalobot? I need you to have a catchphrase, and it's gonna be bzzzt. Yes. Bzzzt. Beep boop. I'm gonna make him malfunction first. There you are! Stranger, I need to do a... Hello? I do. Bangle! Okay. We're making you a dance room. Follow me to the hotel! We're gonna give Bangle a hotel room. I think Bangle is a tiger. She seems to be a pop star tiger. Okay. I'd like to choose a theme, because dance party is the theme I would like to choose. Club room. Dance, dance, Bangle! Dance, dance, we're falling apart at halftime. Oh, it's perfect already. First things first. It's a club. It should be huge. The red carpet should lead into it. The lights should be off. And it should have club music. That's good enough. Beautiful. First things first. I need to be able to see what I'm doing, so we'll set up in the light. Wait, what do these come in? go. And these? I was gonna say, these better come in black. Oh yeah, that's the boy. That's the ticket. I do like the DJ in the middle. But there's not as much dance floor as I thought there would be. Oh, you can stack cube lights. Interesting. Well, let's mark the edges of the dance floor. Actually, let's mark the bars. No, you know what? I only need one bar. Yeah, that's the ticket. Beautiful. Think that's behind the bar. Yeah, okay, it is. Good. I want this to be playing techno pop. Oh wait, I can just set it to do that. Right? I do like KK Break. Where is it? There it is. Oh, we need some chairs in here. better, I was gonna say, you better come in black. I said it in the wrong spot. Actually, I will move this all down. Just down here so that I can have... Oh, those are terrible. I can have a couple of these at the bar. There we go. Do you come in black? No. Of course you don't. Why would you? That would make it too easy for poor little Fier to do the thing. I am very locked in. Very locked in today. Perfect. Beautiful. Oh, this effects rack can't stay in the middle like that. We'll put that and an amp back there. If you can set things on top of that, that would be amazing. Perfect. Oh, no. Okay. The amp can't sit up there. That's fine. No, we're not setting a mess of tangled cords. I have better cord management than that. Yeah, trash can at the front. That's where trash cans go. Okay, we'll get ourselves a pear drink. What else? I don't know what else I want to put in there. Nah, we can eat in the dark. Actually... a couple of cube lights will do it. There we go. Oh! No, okay. There we go. Now that's kind of lit. For safety's sake, of course. Oh, that would be such a pain to clean. But you know what? I think the VIP types deserve it. They should be allowed. They should also be allowed more chairs, even though those chairs are ugly. Actually, maybe I've got something over here that isn't terrible. Hi, Mint! Yes, it's a party room. She wanted to perform here and stuff, so we're making her a party room. Oh, these would have been good. And they come in black. Man, I can't believe I didn't think of these things. These things are great for clubs. Gotta get bottles in there. I do gotta get bottles in there, actually. Alas, they are not wanted. This is such a boring club. It's so boring. There's hardly anything that she wants in here. I know I have the bottles somewhere, though. Because of the ice. I can get bottles. Bottles! Decorative ones. Oh, that's beer. That's definitely beer. Beer alcohol. Oh, can I customize that shelf also? Never occurred to me. Perfect. Beautiful. This is meant to be a big old dance floor, which is not super duper well lit. I don't care. You know what? Oh, cool chairs. I love you. Actually, come here. Maybe I will put that box sofa in back there. Just back by the bar. That would be insanely difficult to sit in, actually. Well, that's just not safe. Alright, dance party everywhere. Oh no! The carpets cover up the disco ball. Well, never mind the carpets then. I will not have my disco ball covered up. It's beautiful in here already. That's a dance floor. It's for dancing. That's good enough. Oh yeah, it's beautiful. This is a club, alright. There's 0 places to sit. Everything's too bright and also too dark at the same time. Okay. Fuzzy Bubs. Oh no, I can't get to the back one. I mean... Actually, I lied. I have that power. Perfect. I would like to Fuzzy Bubs these two. All the alcohol becomes Fuzzy Bubs. I mean, all the juice becomes all the juice and fizzy juice. Fizzy drink. Nailed it. Perfect. I'm all done. Perfect! This be a fittin' VIP room. Good. Should be. Aw, yeah, she likes it. Okay, 300 tickets. My chores are almost all done. Grams. I do. I don't remember what we bought last time. Let's take a look. Super Famicom. Game Boy. NES. Disk System. And the Famicom. So we'll need the Switch too. Oh wait, I think about the NES twice. No, I didn't. I'm good. Now let's go put these places. I should have bought the love tester while I was at it. The love tester's fun. Bunk, bunk, bunk. Hideout. Sorry, buddy. I gotta scoop by you there. Just gotta let me scooch. Scooch on by. Oh, it's cute. I'll take it. That's for me. think I already took a kotatsu. I'll take it. I think I have a rice cooker already. Oh no, the festive owl balloon! Boys, I wasn't done. I didn't even look. I don't know yet. I just picked the name Graves because she always carries the name Graves. I'll figure it out. I just wanted all the puns. And the idea of people having to say Scythe Graves. And she's just out there like, yep, sure am. Whoa, what are you doing here, Scythe Graves? Digging. And then I'm going to fill the hole. Oh! Okay. Oh, we're going somewhere with this little outfit. We're going somewhere with this little number, chat. Oh yeah, we're going places. Haha, Ninja Hood. We're going places with this little set. I can't see those, but I don't have to. Winkle pickers. What a fun name for a shoe. Not that green. I feel like I like the white vest for that. I like that outfit. It was good. Oh yeah, and she's definitely playing it up. Like, girl is not serious. Girl is not a serious girl. Oh, I have the Festival dresses, I think. Or I have one of them anyway. She's just out there like, the inherent horror of the job that I do should be something that people remember. And is memorable for them. Like, they shouldn't be out there being like... They should be afraid. I don't want them to be afraid. Like, that's not my whole shtick. But they should be at least a little scared. Oh, it's literally raining right now. Okay. Now, what we're gonna do. Ooh, I've learned some things. Oh. But first what I'm gonna do is bury that gyroid piece because it's raining. Technically. In the hole! That's probably fine. It's fine, I can see it doing the thing. I've learned that you can close your curtains. Don't know how. Huh. Oh, maybe you can't. Anyway, downstairs I go. Gotta put these game stations around. No more shall a tissue box be on top of that TV. It can live on top of the washer. Instead, a game station. I think I will put the NES up there, because that's what I would have on that. Huh. Not sure where I'm gonna put the others. Might just pick them up when I'm done testing them. To see what game they let you play. Clue Land! Yeah, I'll play. Oh, I see what I meant to do. So the object of this game is to take out those little guys, as you can see. Clue Land is a little bit... It's a little bubble bobbly in its way. It's a little bubble bobbly in its way. Alright, I think the Game Boy had Dr. Mario on it. What's the SNES have? Panel Upon! I will! I will for just a second play Panel Upon. She can literally call herself Evelyn Graves. This is amazing. I cannot read the I cannot read Panel Upon's language. Wait, maybe I can. Nope. Cannot. Wait, yes. And that's endless mode. So we'll try endless. Wait a minute. Huh, Elias. Is this? Can't be. I know this game! I love this game! Chat, you may not know Panel Upon, and that's okay. I do. This is the whole shtick. There's another game that I used to play like this. Oh, don't you worry. I'm on it. I thought there was a way to change them up and down. I was sure there was a way to change them up and down. But I can't remember it, if it is existing. Oops. Alright, how about you, Disk System? Ice hockey! Yeah, I'll play ice hockey for a second. Chat. Chat, we can just play ice hockey. Nintendo! Canada! Oh wow, that hasn't been a country for a while. I don't know how to do any of this. Also, hockey games are traditionally... I have no idea what's going on. Get out of here! Okay, I got the hang of it, but I do not wish to play that game anymore. Yeah. I need my sink. What will I do without it? Let's see what's on the Nintendo. Ice climbers? Yeah, okay. Yo, let's go. I don't know how to play ice climbers really well. Ice climber, please! Let me up. I promise I'm a good little ice climber. Let me up. Ledge forgiveness. I'm sobbing. I'm sobbing. Okay, I love that. Perfect. My doctor's whites are hanging there. Oh, we gotta go do the body break properly. There is server maintenance coming, so... which it hasn't happened yet for some reason. But it will kick me out. So it's a good thing we did all of our chores. I'm not building a snowman. Alright. We're gonna do this with motion controls, my beloved. And we're gonna be careful of our surroundings, because it's dangerous if we mess it up. Okay, I'm good. I have enough room. We did it, chat! Good work! Yeah. Whew. Okay. You guys know what that means, though. It means... it's time. Oopsie doodle. It's time to switch what game we are playing, and I might even remember to update which game we are playing. Oh. We fed Lily her things. Yes, good. Okay, good. We did do that. There's my swirly whirly. It is February 4th, right? Yeah, I'm so good at this. Okay. You can't see it. There we go. I love the music for this game. Alright, back to playing Mask of the Rose. This is probably it. This is definitely it. Because the other one I did a different thing for. We got to make friends with some people. Nope, we don't have anything for that. What am I wearing today? Nope, we're gonna keep our silly outfit. I don't remember where we were oh, we're going to dinner. It's supper time, chat. A Grizz brought home some extra supplies today. I was able to do something that almost resembled cooking. Your suppers are always delicious. You're very welcome. Flattery should be persuasive. They're always as delicious as possible in the circumstances. Exactly. And we have better circumstances today. I chew diligently. There are no more mushrooms on my plate. It's a lot of mushrooms. I don't remember what we were doing. Oh, right. Yes. We're taking Grizz to see Rachel Landau. I'm not paying my rent. We do need to ask Harjeet how to get to the Ratcatcher shop so that we can get to the Ratcatcher shop. Should probably do that first before I go to the Landau's. Because I do like wearing a hat that can talk for itself. Also, in case you guys are curious about what tonight's tasty food is, it's rice with noodles and stuff. See, because you can just dump ramen noodles over rice. There's no law against it. No law that says I can't. Okay, we're gonna go to the Ratcatcher shop. Then we're gonna go to Rachel Landau's. We're gonna take Grizz with us. Another morning, another newspaper. This morning's lies open on the table. Ferret's menace eradication seeks reliable employees unafraid of rats. If I'm not too occupied otherwise, I can ask my friends and acquaintances whether there's anything they need from me. They may have additional tasks for me. I'm going to Ferrets! I did save this, right? Yeah. Do anything in the past? In the bin for the past? I like recalling these things because sometimes they, sometimes they give me something new and interesting. Oh, but this one we've seen before. And I'm back in a... Hi, Maxwell! And I'm back in a summer downpour. All the horses and the riders huddled under the rail bridge. All the saplings bent to kiss the soil. Not just any summer, but a June evening when I was 15. And though I have not thought of it since, and though I will never see the like again, that storm for a moment is truth itself, and our present cavern is embarrassed to be seen through an illusion. Yeah, that sounds like Andre. Andre's a very enigmatic OC of mine. Well, what else I want to do here? Oh. Oh, we've become very good friends with Milton. I'm gonna do the Ratcatcher tomorrow because I want to see if Virginia has anything to say to me about... What have I got up here? Oh, good gravy. Let's start with the Landaus, because I want to introduce Grizz. I should take off my ministry badge, because I'm not interviewing people here. Bump. Have I got a cute hat? Nope. Alright, that'll do. 13 pennies. I consider what a Landau would make of my current garb. I'm good for this! I'll just do it. I don't care. Miss Landau, may I introduce my friend, Ms. Griselda Grizz. She heard about your writing and asked for an introduction. Oh, do you read my work, Grizz? I never read novels. I have more pressing demands on my time. Then I don't understand why you've come. I will tactfully explain this. Grizz has an avid reader in need of supply. We thought they might particularly appreciate your gifts. How kind of you. My employer would like to pay you to produce stories more quickly. My hands only go so fast. We could provide a secretary, supplies. I'm not sure what a person in your situation might need. I can see that. Did you own those trousers before the fall? I bought them afterward. They're well tailored for second-hand goods. You didn't do that yourself, I think. Oh, I should do anything to set this. Well, Andre's not gonna flirt. If you have menial household duties you need to set aside, we could hire... I can afford my own seamstress, thank you. We stray from the point of our meeting. Miss Landau, what consumes your working time? Attending social events until something inspires a return to my desk. Some muses inspire, mine exasperates. But those activities produce what? A list of incidents, alphabetical, to be included in the coming chapters? Characters. Today, Clorinda and her brothers cast off superfine trousers. She's tried to discard her society accent, but she wears gold links in her cuffs. I didn't come to be a literary model. If you want me to write more, it's the best thing you could have done. London's circulating libraries and magazines hold tales by the thousand. Your masters commandeer whatever they wish. I don't understand your difficulty. I need Rachel to be friends with me? You're not the only one to ask such questions. Their intentions are hard to read. We've brought books by the wheelbarrow, new and old. Our reader, and there is one particular reader, has rejected everything Pages has brought to him. We will pay for every chapter of The Love of Neath-Dwelling Londoners. My compatriot Andre will help you. Alright, I guess I'm doing that. Well, if you can tell me what you require. I need a plot about how my heroine recovers from her betrothal to someone left behind on the surface. Just the skeleton of how it happens. I can do the rest. If you could contrive a way for her to end the business, that would be very welcome. All of my thoughts have proven insipid. Oh, okay. I can do that. We only want the tales. And the Neath's heart's blood. I accept, if that only means taking an extra payment for work I already do. I promise nothing. You've allowed us to provide a certain incentive. After Rachel sees us out, we have a thoughtful walk home. Grizz is silent with her thoughts for a good part of it. If she had any turn for politics, what a politician she would make. Though, of course, they'd never swear her in. But imagine her speeches. We're gonna help them be friends. She is an extraordinary person. I admit some curiosity. Do you have feelings for Rachel? There's nothing to tell, I believe. If she should say anything about her feelings, please tell me. Do you have feelings for this girl? I don't think she likes me. But if she likes me, could you tell me she likes me? we're gonna make some Yuri, chat. Andre out here gaying everything up as he is wont to do. Okay. Oh, we can't use her, I think. I love that that's my face. Oh! Okay. Hope for love. Okay, we could put anyone here. Well, let's indeed put Rachel there. An authoress saw her opportunity to pursue her long-standing love of the spoiled beauty. Good news, Pirate Bay's working again. I don't know what I did, but well, you might not have done anything. Sometimes it happens that way. The spoiled beauty had lost her betrothed in the fall of London. He was believed to be traveling in France, but he was inaccessible as if he had died. The separation was intolerable. An authoress saw the opportunity to pursue her long-standing love of the spoiled beauty. An authoress gave the spoiled beauty a set of silver goblets, heavy and antique, that had been kept in her family. The spoiled beauty could hardly refuse. You know what? I think she should compose poetry about it. Oh. I'm gonna leave this way. And I'm gonna take that to Rachel and see how it is. Hi, Carrie! They have the first book in the Toll on there, but not Thunderhead. It might be too new. Let's see. I wonder if there's anything else I could do with this. No, you know what? I'll leave it like that. Oh, nope. Okay. We cannot write so quickly, apparently. I'm gonna see if Virginia has anything to say. Actually, maybe Grizz. Nope. Okay, we have exhausted those two. They are all tuckered out. Alright, Virginia. Let's talk about the ministry. I'm fine with this. I love this outfit. It's so silly. According to the clerk, you had an appointment with me.
No appointment was on the schedule this morning.
Apologies. What do you think Mr. Pages intends for London?
Oh, much the same thing as the masters intended for the previous 4 cities. They will manage poorly, and in the end the city will be destroyed. Though perhaps not for a few centuries. And they will not know how to get what they want from her. Sooner or later, a 6th city will fall upon you. I intend to absent myself before then.
I want to know who this 6th... Actually, we know from Parabola, from the mirror in the Wuzzwood, there's some argument that the 6th city will be Paris and the 7th will be Berlin. I'm intrigued by these mentions of the 6th city.
It is not yet chosen, I imagine. The masters have not tired of their current toy. There are still a few fragments of the last city buried under London. An unseemly pit, inhabited mainly by rubbery men, the squid-faced creatures. You may be able to discover it by smell, unless human olfaction is as weak as your other capacities.
No one speaks for a moment.
I suppose you must have met with Mr. Pages and visited the ministry. While you were there, did you happen to see any of its maps and charts? There is a territorial matter in some dispute.
Maps are now illegal. Maps? Those are forbidden now.
Oh, for you. The laws only apply to you. The masters apply no such rules to themselves. How about this, then? Mr. Pages might have mentioned a correspondence stone. Did you chance to see a piece of stone with writing on it? Writing that perhaps made your eyes water and your hair prickle, as though your scalp were about to catch fire.
I did see that, yes, on Mr. Page's desk.
Magnificent! How large was it, would you say? Did it appear too hot to touch? Did the air ripple? Would you say that it was well guarded? Are there any mirrors in the room where it is kept? Did any other master supervise it, or only Mr. Pages?
I answer a few of her questions, but there are so many, and some are so strange, that it is many minutes before we're done with the topic. I do not think I have told her everything she wants to know, but it's more than she expected from me.
Hell rewards service rendered. Wait here.
She goes to the cupboard and produces an ingot of brass. When I touch it, I draw back in surprise. It's not so warm that it burns, but it's not comfortable to hold for long and bare fingers.
There's a law above that all things must grow cold in time. This is Hell's reply.
Is it getting hotter?
No, but it will never go cold either.
Theophilus would get some use out of this, but perhaps only if he had no idea where it came from. So might Horatio, for that matter.
That's enough of that.
Goodbye.
We have reached the end of my time. If at some future time you wish to return, you will not find the doors barred.
Virginia and I should be friends. We're going to be friends with devils. It's almost time to eat. Ooh, meant to exploit London. Oh boy. Oh. Oh. Oh, we're just munching. Okay, what do we got? Okay. Let's see if we can go see Theophilus, because we have that Never Cold Brass. It might be worth taking to him to see if he knows what's what. Another morning, another newspaper. Archie bought one, and the headlines read, Marchionus accused of liaisons with squid-faced men! Rumors of octopod heir to the Sorry. Marquis. Marquisat! If I'm not too occupied otherwise, I can ask my friends and acquaintances if they need anything from me. Yeah, I know. I've never once asked if they need anything. Because I can't help myself. No, I think I saw another memory in that jumbled up grab bag that I did not recognize. After the fall failing to heal. There were days when I couldn't leave my room and I couldn't also think of anything that had happened or anything that was going to happen. At most, I could bring myself to remember the previous day, pulling it into my mind from a single detail, hand over hand, hour over hour, like hauling up a giant's comforter when it had slipped off the bed, and then, when it's briefly mastered, never managing to tuck it in the corners, and so off it slips again. Unmarked, forgettable time, which ceased to be part of my life as soon as I had lived it. I go about now, and my days are better, but what was wrong has not come right. A wound that does not close, as lips do not close when they have something still to say. Yeah, that sounds like Andre. Yep, that's my boy. Fine and normal, and also totally fine. I actually want to go to Hogslane. Keep working on being friends with Ivy. I'm good with this. Gotta be besties. Andre, it's good to see you. Well, I cannot resist fungally daring fashion. I recount the newspaper story. A certain Marchionus is said to have had a son with 8 legs like an octopus. Oh? The boy was born a little prematurely, but creatures of the sea, you know, may not have so long a gestational period. I make the story as engaging as I can, plenty of detail and flair for sprinkling of dramatic pauses. Oh, that's not the full story. Well, I heard from her ladyship directly, but I doubt you can afford to hear the rest. I laugh. Anything fine quality appropriate to the better class of individual, you'll find I have it. You want the grubbier sort of garb, the Menace Eradicator does a sideline. Just don't ask them where they found their goods. It's laundered by rats, I'm bound. I'm not here on any special business. I hope to see how you did. Well, as it seems we're getting acquainted, you might tell me where you come from. I talk about the generations of scholars in my family. Some married late, having spent too much of their lives in the Donish seclusion to take a wife earlier. Some were wives themselves, taking the lead of Queen Elizabeth, and studying languages more commonly reserved for gentlemen. Very good. I won't cut the acquaintance yet. I wouldn't have guessed all that. It goes to show. I'm gonna confide. I don't know what I'm confiding. The conversation turns to personal things. What do you love best about the Neath, now that you come here? Ooh, oh, Andre, honey. The answer in his case to what do you like about being down here, would be my parents aren't. My parents are back in Lancashire where they can't hurt me. I don't have to deal with them, and I don't have to deal with my family name or any of that. I want this delicious egg. Ink. So I tell her. I tell her the way the Neath has changed my life. The good things that wouldn't have been possible on the surface. Don't worry, I'll keep the secret for you, free of charge. And I'm glad you told me. Puts the color in your story. I prepare a little awkwardly to remove myself. Ah, well, top her home for me. I shake my head to clear it. Let's go... Oh, there's something here. Perfect. Let's go get Rachel a plot. I don't care. I'm wearing it. Whatever it is, we're doing it. Good afternoon. I'll see whether my master and mistress are at home. Hey, it's Rachel! Andre's not here to flirt with girls. I'm here for a reason. I lay out the plot as I've arranged it, especially the neat conclusion. This ends very cheerfully. Yes. I need to write more chapters. They will require some source of difficulty. We begin in one predicament and we end in another. You left out the second predicament. You've brought the story to a standing stop. Alright, I'll bring you something else. I understand. I'll find another ending for you. Thank you. I know the requirements of the author may seem odd to the layperson, but if I sit down to write and I don't have suitable incidents in mind, nothing will go right. The characters will talk themselves in circles. She is completely correct! Tell me about your artistic friends. Rachel falls into telling me stories of Milton's salon. It is attended mostly by writers and poets. Especially daring poets will sometimes attempt a reading, but Milton's side commentary has proven a deterrent to the softer-bellied. Ow. He has no patience with work that's made to pattern. If it's a story about the uncomplaining suffering of wives, servants, children, or dogs, there is also a strict rule against pains to the faithfulness of Penelope or Ruth or the Virgin Mary. If anyone dares say anything like that, he quips it out of existence. She goes on like this for some time, introducing me in turn to all the characters of that world, whether highborn or not. I should retire to my study. I have work waiting for me. Look after yourself, sir. Rachel and I should be friends. We're besties. Mom! Mom! Guess what? What? Guess who pirated something by themselves? No one would do that in my public chat. No one would do that in my public chat, would they? They would never fly the black flag in my public chat. Nobody would. I know, right? In Minecraft. But hypothetically, if they did it... I get you. I understand. Okay, Hope for Love composed poetry. Oh, let's see what we got. Yeah, yeah. Well, the rest composed a poem, blah, 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 blah. Oh! Hmm. I really want this to work. I like Haunted. No, of course I'm proud of you. Don't be ridiculous. I'm always proud of you. You know that. Okay, moving on. Where are we going? Oh, right, I have to go to dinner. I suppose you've heard the news? What's happened? Which news is that? The Masters have received word from the surface. The rest of the world is all still there. The remains of England, France, all the rest as it was. Only London was abstracted. There are crates and crates of mail from the world above. They're going out to London now as we speak. Any word of the universities? Are they studying the matter of London's disappearance? Oxford suffered greatly in the fall. Its watercourses were taken away, its canals stripped out, and many buildings damaged. Oh, wow! Oh, right, because Oxford would be... Yeah, that tracks. They stole the river, so... I did not hear of any similar trouble to the Cambridge! Cambridge! But I'm sure they'll be doing all they can. Cambridge! Nah, there's nothing wrong with Cambridge. It's just Oxford and Cambridge have this rivalry so strong that, when writers are writing, sometimes they'll write Oxbridge, or Camford, depending on the vibe. M.R. James was fond of writing Oxbridge, which I loved. Archie, did you hear? Oh, I did at that! So it's true? Well, I mean to get a seat on the next mail coach that goes above. I'm not sure that the mail came by coach, and it certainly did not come by train. Well, however it came, I mean to go back that road. At last, when do you think the rescue operations will begin? Will it be possible to winch the city back up to the surface, or will they bring us out one by one with our possessions? I did ask Mr. Pages whether we expect to return, but he hasn't answered me yet. I very much had the impression that, well, that the Masters don't expect London to leave the Neath. It's a mite heavy to lift out. But I will not mind if it's left down here to moulder, so long as the rest of us get back to daylight. Look, Mr. Pages sent us all a gift. She takes out a package wrapped in brown paper and string and sets it down on the table. Inside are half a dozen fresh pork and apple sausages. Better than Christmas, love. Thank your Mr. Pages for us. I'll make them up for Sunday lunch. Yes, thank you. And Mr. Pages. Oh, I don't suppose Mr. Pages does a line in red pudding. It's Mr. Hart's who's been arranging the import of surface meats. But I don't think Mr. Hart's would consider red pudding a very suitable gift. How many masters are there, then?
I have only seen the census pages for a few of them.
I'm glad. My library luckily had all three books, so I'm working on it. I have them all on hold. I'm reading the first one. I'm almost done. I should be done tonight. And then I will have feelings about it. Primarily my feelings are, wow. Primarily my feelings are, wow. This doesn't belong in the YA genre. There were definitely choices made here that were made because they wanted it to fit the YA genre, but it was not originally written that way, and I can tell. The romance plot isn't out of left field exactly, and it makes sense because our two mains are teenagers. But I'll tell you right now, it wasn't there when this book started. It wasn't shoehorned in exactly, but it definitely wasn't there when the book started. For once, I know just what I'll see in the paper. Contact achieved with the surface of the Earth! Travel possible via Z route. Mail collected from above. It goes on and on like this. I spend a good part of the morning devouring the pages. There are hardly any pictures. It's too early for illustrations. Nonetheless, the paper's correspondents paint a vivid picture of the perilous travel back to the environs of Italy. That's true, it does go up to, like, the south of Italy. Let's see what we've got in our jumble. Yes, jumble bag. I think Grizz said something about her family name. Grizz was eating a cold dinner. There wasn't a hot one that night. But Horatia was determined that we had to eat. Grizz and I have both been lodging at Horatia's since before the fall, but at first we didn't speak much. She kept her distance back then. She's become much friendlier since February. Yeah, when we fell into the dark. No question of lighting the stove today, I'm sorry to say. I found a few things in the larder. She had the end of a loaf of bread, a roast joint we hadn't finished, and cheddar with wax covering still on. The jelly deal's barely been touched. Plenty to go around. In fact, I think Grizz mentioned her family briefly. It must be a bad night in the Everly household. They don't like eating alone. Guests, always. But I doubt anyone is paying supper visits today. No one's paying supper visits today. I want to give Rachel my plot. We should be building a friendship with Phoebe too, but I also need to go visit my guy. Hey, Phoebe. Mention that 4 other cities fell before London. Yes, let's go. I've heard 4 other cities also fell into the Neath. Rachel plainly thinks I find the idea alarming. I've guided David through enough night terrors to know that these things will pass. London is the 5th. I wonder which the others were. You would think we would have heard of their demise, unless they fell very discreetly or were immediately forgotten afterwards. What are your origins? What sort of people do you come from? I can guess a few things from your clothes and your voice, but there are contradictions. I'll tell you about my family's history. Andre is not technically lying when he says there's scholars in his family. There are. A lot of them. They're just scholars of demonology and such. And he's not one to usually bring up the fact that he is, nobility. He doesn't like doing it. Because then people get all weird about it, and he's just like, no, stop that. I'm already really weird. Stop making it weirder.
I talk about the generations of scholars in my family, some married late, having spent... Oh, this is the same dialogue. Yes, yes. Don't let it go to your head, but I find you impressive. It'll pass. Don't worry. It seems I've passed some test.
How about this?
Dreams are a danger to everyone now. I see you've put me in the story. Some editing may be required. From there, I go on to speak about the ending. I didn't have much patience for stories like this on the surface. Reading the old folk tales is one thing, but when it came to characters of our own time, I preferred them to face real difficulties. I suppose our dreams are difficulties now. There's a short silence. If this is meant as some sort of warning to me about Grizz, I trust you to remember that Grizz is not the same person as my heroine, in fact. I have something for you. Don't know whether you'll care for it, but if you don't, it'll probably have some slight value. It was a gift, but for various reasons I don't quite dare wear it myself. I believe it's of devil make. Oh. Oh! We have a sporiferous fork, chat! Ooh.
Oh boy! So, for those of you that don't know. Oh, yes! Yes, I will yes. I will be present, depending on if I have to go pick up some stuff after work, but I will be there.
A sort of fork. It shows my allegiance to my yellow-eyed friends.
So, Chad, in case you do not know, this spuriferous fork is, you put it in or near the nose, and you get people's souls out. That's how it works.
Rachel, that's a proper payment.
Express my most wild and profuse gratitude.
No, I think we're good. Oh, you're too kind. Think nothing of it. There's more, if you can take it on from the point. I'll have some work to do, putting flesh on all these bones. And there are some points of motivation that I may alter slightly. But it can be used. It can certainly be used. I'd like to be friends. I've come to see you as one of my closest friends. I put a great value on your judgment, and your company is always a pleasure. Someone I can rely on who isn't a relative. I shouldn't be telling you this, I know, but there are few people I can speak to honestly. Now, that's an unexpected turn of affairs. Milton has been helpful, sometimes, but it would be a mistake to trust him. He all but tells you not to if you try. But yes, I'm glad to call you a friend. I'm glad to be given such a straightforward account of it. I still have pages to do today, if you'll excuse me. Look after yourself, my friend.
I'm gonna try to study human nature. She notices people's foibles and the motives they try to keep hidden. There's also some frustration, some impatience. Yes, this is what I want to be myself. Thank you. Yoink. That's mine now. Ooh. Haunted. Who's she thinking about? Devils. We'll figure it out. Okay. Oh, I like where this is going. Okay. Loved hopelessly. Oh, wow. We've got so many fun things. A tragic ending? The spoiled beauty and the authoress encountered one another in the land of nightmare. A spoiled beauty now dwelled in that place more than in waking life. Even when the spoiled beauty seemed awake, her thoughts were often elsewhere. The authoress was hopelessly in love with the spoiled beauty, whom she met only in the land of dreams. A spoiled beauty did everything possible to achieve sleep, and often managed to sleep for all but a few hours each day. Even in those hours, she was listless and dozy. The authoress allowed her to lodge in her lodging house. The authoress struggles with envy. The spoiled beauty wrestles regrets. Ooh. No. I do struggled with regrets. He's deceased. I think envious is what we want. I'll take it to Rachel and see what she likes. But not right now. I want to talk to somebody. Anything? Let's go see whether Theophilus needs anything. Silly. I look so silly. But I'm fine with it. Oh! I meant to... Well, I did say I was fine with it. Your timing could not be better. A young canon in my care has placed his soul in mortal jeopardy. I mentioned the Devil's Townhouse to him. Next I knew, Reginald was gone. I draw my own conclusions. What do you want me to do? See if they have him. Don't take no for an answer, and bring him here. The Lord knows I'll put up with his company if it means he's under a church roof, soul intact. I worry about the young man. I would hasten to his rescue, but... He tugs on his dog collar, as though itching. I fear my motivations for an unexpected call would be seen through. I'm not flirting with this man. No, I will not. A pity. The sands in the hourglass spill faster than for some than others. Oh, what? No, I actually wanted to help. What happened to the church roof? Ah, that. We must assume that the fabric of the building sustained significant damage in the fall. The funny thing is, it held up for weeks, but shortly after Pentecost it all came down. I choose not to construe this as an intervention of the Holy Spirit. It's a good thing you weren't celebrating a service at the time. Or divinely providential. It was good of you to stop in. Lord see you safely home again. Oh, I actually wanted to help. Maybe I can?
started snowing outside. It isn't ordinary snow. Something has gone very badly at the ministry. Mr. Pages took away a great supply of our papers, together with many of the books and novels it had assembled. All of them taken into the bazaar in a wheelbarrow, so many that it attracted quite a crowd. I thought those were for his personal collection. No, he was always planning to take them to the bazaar, but it didn't go well. And that seemed to concern him even more. He said London might not last long in the snow. Very large caverns here, I believe. Very large caverns have, I believe, been known to develop their own meteorological phenomena. The snow smells funny, if you get a whiff. I did think it was a wee bit off. Not exactly Christmas in the Highlands. If it's snowing bat droppings, we are going to need a Ministry of Citizens' Hygiene immediately. It's snowing fish! Grizz shakes her head. Mr. Pages has a very lively fear of what may happen next, and I cannot put it out of my head. For a moment, no one speaks. Leave a mess. No. Never. I actually wanted to help. Why does this keep happening to me? So chat, sometimes in games, you'll press X to doubt, and you'll get the wildest thing, and you're like, no, that's not what I wanted. Another morning, another newspaper. This morning's lies open on the table. Her Majesty's palace shuttered. Royal family remains unreachable. If I'm not too occupied, yes, I can always ask if they need help. I don't really want to recall the past, but I might have something else in my grab bag. They're very sweet creatures, really. I shouldn't have used the word plague. They don't pose a threat. We had some in the attic of the old house. Too high up for me, but the servants complained. They didn't like the sound of them rustling around up there. Should it be sunrise now? The clock fell off the shelf. I don't know what time it is. Nope. I'll see if Rachel likes my latest attempt at a plot. I tried my best. Rachel and I know one another too well now for any minor eccentricities of dress to surprise her. I may still have my own preferences about how I wish to appear, however. I'm good with this. I'm not taking the spiriferous fork in here. I'm not making dark predictions about the snow. There's something I wish to discuss. How wretched. We're approaching the end of the story. Something more terrible must happen. Let us say she receives word from up the Cumaean Canal. Her former betrothed is alive and well and has married someone much wealthier than she was. Oh, I love that. If this is meant as some sort of warning to me about Grizz. Yeah, I know. Rachel does look grateful. Rachel adds a proper payment. Indicate we work well together. Oh, you're too kind. We work well together, don't you think? Think nothing of it. This will be the last chapter, so give it a good ending, eh? And I'll pay a little extra this time. I'm gonna confide in her. Discuss my worst secrets. Oh, he has some secrets. Do you have any art in you? Do you write, or sing, or paint? Andre is a singer. First and foremost. Alright, we hydrate as chat demands.
And a big stretch. For body break, we'll do some twists. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Andre is a singer first and foremost. He doesn't paint. He doesn't paint, but he knows people who do. And he quite likes... He's someone who likes looking at paintings that people have made. He's not incapable of writing. He does write a little bit. It's just... good luck reading any of it. Because he is unmoored from the linear passage of time. So, good luck with that. It's music. Music is my field. I tell her about my early training and my plans for what might be. He wanted to be a Broadway singer, or more accurately, rather West End, but that's because he's from England. He wanted to be a performer on Broadway, among other things. It's music that reminds me of the surface more than anything. You might think it would be painting that had that effect, but I don't find it so. Fascinating. I'm glad you've told me this. I still have pages to do today, if you'll excuse me. Look after yourself. I have only platonic intentions. I want to see if I can build a story for her. Woohoo! Yeah, oh yeah, I can see why you prefer Citra and curry. Harjeet, I need a root. Take me to visit a rat. I'm good with this. No, I understand. You're looking well. I forgot I'm wearing all the flirtatious stuff. This is more than a social call. I forgot I'm wearing all the flirtatious stuff. Find any interesting places today? There's a menace eradicator shop around the corner in that direction. He points towards a couple of buildings. I can't see the path between them at first. It takes a minute of staring before I notice the alley that cuts between. The walk is easier this time than some of our previous lessons. At first I think I'm becoming better at route finding. Then Harjeet mentions that the streets are becoming easier. The street signs change less frequently now. Ferret! Let's go see Ferret. The sign outside the shop says it belongs to one Ferret. This, presumably, is them. It's true! This is Ferret. Air for a spot of eradication? Suffering from undesired company in your place of lodging by any chance? Angle to impress Ferret. With lies! Andre, you are not a lying young man. I'm gonna try it anyway, because even though Andre is not a lying young man. Andre, Ferret, but you could see that on the shop window. Surprised you haven't heard of me. Before the fall, my family owned a good portion of the land around here. They did, actually. I was the MP of this area. That's not true. Impressive. Pleasure to meet you. Andre was not the MP for this area, but his family does own a large portion of land in London. I'm conducting an inquiry into the surviving population of London, and I have a few questions if you're willing. Call it an effort on behalf of science. I see. I favor Ferret with a brief sketch of my own upbringing and family tree. Ferret's the only name I go by. No one saw fit to tell me if it was a forename or a surname. Might have come down to me from a noble house, for all I know. Courtesy of me great-grandsire and his wife, Lord and Lady Stoutweasel. I love Ferret so much. I cannot... There is an accent I would want for Ferret, but I cannot perform a Cockney accent. As we know, I cannot, because you've heard me go, "But Professor! But Professor, didn't I have to be revoiced for English audiences in Europe? Because it was so bad, because it was such a bad accent that they didn't like it?"
Luke, my boy, you are correct. Your VA did have to be replaced in the PAL regions in English.
So as you know, I can't do that for beans. I have a hard enough time pulling off the fake accent. That form, do you have to put on it whether a person is a gentleman or not? There's nothing on it about gender. Doesn't ask anything about whether a person is male or female. That's good. Can't say I've ever liked answering that one. People are always trying to fit one into uncomfortable boxes. You don't fit in either, eh? Do you live alone? No one but me here, unless you calculate in the terrier. And the dove. The one lives under the roof. No rats, though. Won't find a single living rat in this building unless I invited it here with an engraved invitation. Are you married, or otherwise connected? You won't find any parish documents regarding my nuptials. Nor my christening, neither. Oi! I wasn't expecting you until this evening. I'm seeing the customers, as you can see. Hello, my friend. I already know the customer.
I'm just by with a warning about the pub at the corner. Ah, more than usually infested, is it? If the publican hires you to clear the place, bring help and fire. Well? We should be friends. Also, I love how we have an MB character who doesn't look femme. Love the rep. I know, right? They did a good job with Ferret, I think. Fallen London tends to do a pretty good job in general. Because, like, on the one hand, and the devs have mentioned it before, on the one hand, they are trying to balance, they're trying to make it reasonably authentic. They're trying to make it reasonably authentic to London of the Victorian period. On the other hand, there's guys with squid faces. And today in Fallen London, I went sailing on my vessel to catch a plated seal, which I did do. And on my return trip home, I got my nightmares rose so high that I fell overboard and landed in the Mirror Marches, which is a place that's halfways in Dream, where I stumbled around like a fool, talking to cats who I definitely know, on the wrong side of a mirror. And when I fell out of that mirror, I was back in London in my room. And then, let's see, what else? So you get the idea that perhaps, potentially, maybe, this isn't the same London that we know. It's not even allowed to be called London. It used to be called the Echo Bazaar, and you couldn't even mention the name London. That was illegal. That'll be spiders. Ask Ferret whether they have Harjeet on the payroll. You pay Harjeet off, do you? Not like you're thinking. He won't have it. But now and then there's someone comes to me that needs an escort. South of the river in particular. Not a journey to make by your lonesome. Word gets to me and Harjeet escorts him. Back to business though, eh? What else can I do for you? What do you got for sale? Oh. Oh. I love that I can just put on hair. Excellent choice, if you don't mind saying so myself. Flattering cut, too. And we'll pay a fair price for your flat cap. That's a fair price. This humble hat for a humble person, mildly irascible and at home in the lower classes. Do come back, especially if you have anything of the verminous nature that wants looking into. Or if you meet with any likely urchins that want to apprentice. I went looking for the ragged school, but they ain't to be found where they used to be. Oh, time to go home. I've discovered ferret. I've discovered a ferret. I still need to figure out... I don't want to kill this man. They're adding more romance options in Stardew. Oh. Very exciting. Chat, I'm eepity beepity. This morning I was in the basement checking our supplies. Is there much down there that's not mine then? I'm saving a jar of pickle for Christmas. Something to give us a taste of old times. But I found a couple of rats down there, reading the labels. Staring foolishly, perhaps. They were sounding out the words.
Calmly accept that animals now speak English.
I'm persuaded. I don't know what to make of that. I don't like to think that the blighted creatures might be planning. From now on, I don't want anyone but me going down to the basement.
Ugh. I've a heap of medicines down there. Some of them not finished cooking yet.
If you tell me what you want brought up, I'll fetch it for you sometime. But it's not safe scouting alone.
You've seen all the bottles. It'd take you a week to bring 'em up, and they're at a delicate stage to boot. We'd not want to be shaking up the settlement.
I'll bring up your things in cotton wool and a bassinet if that's needed, Archibald. But I'm not having anyone else walk down there. I'm not losing you to that.
I'm not going to leave a mess. We're not monsters. I'm not monsters. I have not yet paid Horatia, and I'm not going to.
Another morning, another newspaper. Masters will exchange warm winter clothing for disused street signs. If I'm not too occupied otherwise, I can always ask my friends. Yeah, they may have some additional texts for me. I get it.
Chad, I am so eepity beepity and I don't know how it happened.
till he was dead.
Oh, Jack. Jack, are you up to shenanigans? Because it sounds like you're up to shenanigans. Let's talk to Grizz about ministry misbehavior, because that's fun. Grizz always likes the sight of the badge. Yeah, we're fine with this. Then I'll take Rachel her thing.
I thought you might still be in the house. Mr. Pages is not an early riser. In fact, he was very put out when I came to the ministry in the morning. What do you think Mr. Pages intends for London? What is it doing? What does it want? It's trying to save us from disaster. We would have starved without the masters. There was no way we could have found enough food to feed everyone. Out of the goodness of its heart? There's nothing else it wants from London. What's it really trying to get out of the census? People worry because they're cloaked and because their rules can be a trifle peculiar. There are times I've wondered about Mr. Page's intent myself, but there's always turned out to be a good reason. For instance, I didn't quite understand why they waited so long after the fall to begin distributing stores. But I hadn't thought. But it's not at all easy to distribute so many things through so many parts of London. Frankly, ridiculous on my part not to have realized. I'd never ask that question now. In any case, it does want something in exchange, but it's hardly any cost to us. Just the stories of love and devotion, whatever form they take, through the census or in other ways. If you could be rid of one danger from all the dangers of the Neath holds, which would you strike out?
Ooh, the danger of being eaten by beasts, the danger of self-delusion, or suggest that one trouble removed would introduce another. I think self-delusion. Wait. I lied.
I don't dare make a wish like that. Whenever one trouble is removed, some other one is bound to crop up. An unfortunately cogent point. Do you suppose the fall was caused by someone who dislikes sunburn?
My business is done.
Goodbye for the moment.
Grizz and I should be friends. I'm friends with a lot of people. Okay, finally. Oh, I actually need to get the bit about maps. Oops. Anyway, social call time. I hope this is good enough for her. I'm satisfied with this. Hi, Phoebe.
It's not a good day for a call, I'm afraid. The master's not feeling his best. I'm sure he'll be in better form tomorrow if you want to visit then.
She promises to tell the family I visited, but hustles me out again quickly enough. Oh, David's about to die! I forgot today was the day!
That didn't take up too much time.
There's time to run another errand today. David's about to die about it, chat! I don't care what impression this makes. Archie gives me a meaningful nod as though we were siblings in a secret society. Okay, maybe I will make some dark predictions about the snow.
People seem happy about the snow, but I think it's a bad omen. Where's it coming from? Is the roof shedding? Will it come down on us all at once?
Archie shrugs as though to say that such things have become usual here.
You seem well read. A scholar, even, some might say. I know this beginning. It comes before some request to have a bit of Latin translated, or to know the date of some curious historical event. Yes? Well, in the books, did you not happen to encounter a recipe for Venetian treacle? It might go by another name, that Theriac Andromache, or Mithridatium. No, I don't recall such a thing. I've been trying to replicate the recipe. It's fallen out of favour with the druggists. But they sold it as a cure for all the talgia and an antidote to all poisons. I thought perhaps with certain substitutions it might be possible to make something of that nature to use here below. What do you think Mr. Pages intends for London? That's what I hoped you might suss out. You farmed the question on the board. Now it's a matter of asking someone who might know. Though I wouldn't put too much money on what answer you get from Grizz. There's a brief lull in the conversation. Let's be friends. I see you as one of my closest friends. Everyone needs an ally down here, the way I see it. You're not under the illusion that everything be sunshine and light. It makes it easier to talk to you. I'm not bringing you down just to be sad in your presence. Horatio and Grizz don't have much use for someone if they're slowed by their feelings. Time was when the thought of this would have stopped me in place, for fear that I cannot take a liking to anyone without something happening to them. But that fear doesn't weigh so much on me now, and I have you to thank for that as well.
Yay!
Fun fact about Andre, he's so depressing that other people who are sad are just like, oh honey, are you good? He's a good boy, I promise. Yeah, I know, right? If even I'm worried about him, you know it's got to be bad. Yeah, he's had it pretty rough. It's fine. He comes from a horror story. Anyway, I'm fighting battles not to write our silly little Scythe AU. Why would you fight those battles? The one place where Callahan gets to do art. Instead of being a doctor. Which he does not hate and he is grateful for the ability to do. It's just, there is a very real part of him that's like, I wanted to do things but for me. I like helping. I like doing things for other people. Don't get me wrong, but I wanted to do things for me. Well, I don't write Callahan, I know. It's okay. You write you just fine. Clearly the answer here. I don't know where the others have got to. They do know when supper is served. Oh no, Harjeet! Good evening. I'm looking for Archibald. Is he here? Archie, he's upstairs. Listen. Yes? I know all the old maps have been outlawed, but if you've come for his atlas, do you think you could leave it with him? Gives him a lot of comfort, remembering all those little villages in Scotland where his family used to live. Yes, leave Archie his maps. He's not doing any harm with them. That isn't why I'm here. Oh! Is it to do with his doctoring? I hope no one's too ill. I know Archie worries, trying to do a physician's work when he didn't finish his training. Does he often treat people? He may have had difficult moments when he is alone, but Archie is always himself around patients. That is what I would expect. Harjeet! I hope you're well! I'm sorry, Archibald. I'm here in the line of duty. It's about David Landau. Did something happen to him? I only saw him today. Shortly after your visit, he died by poisoning. Died? The poor man. What? But I saw him very recently. May he rest peacefully. Oh, I'm sorry to have to bring you this news. Is Rachel all right? Is there anyone with her to protect the house? She said you were the last person to speak with David. The fatal dose must have come from you. I don't understand. There was an inquest and the jury found against you. I'm here to arrest you for murder. Wait a moment. I knew it was just time till something went awry. There's too many folks ill, and can I cure the whole town? This must be a misunderstanding. Archie's dedicated to keeping people alive, and I don't see him having the nerve to hurt anyone. Not on purpose. No one can measure another person's courage just by looking. Can I ask Archie something just for a moment? As long as you stay in sight. You're not alone. We're all on your side, and we'll come visit you until you're free. Thank you. I'll come see you. I hope so. Oh, I did not think there's much society on offer. Where are you taking Archie? Well, Newgate Prison was destroyed in the fall. For the time being, prisoners are held in the HMS Ungulate. Sounds like a very insalubrious... Sounds like a very insalubrious environment. Cold, damp, infested with vermin. Breathe in the vapours of the Thames. It might not be good for the health of the prisoners. You're not talking your way out that way. No, I mean, if you don't mind, before we set out, I'd like to collect a few doses of this and that. Things that might help to settle bad lungs and prolonged coughs. You're asking whether, before we go, you can be allowed to rearrange your collection of drugs, and bring some of those drugs with you. Well, that isn't quite how I'd have phrased it. When you stand accused of murdering a man through the use of potent toxins. Oh. For the sake of your future guards and cellmates, I think I must refuse. How's Rachel doing? Does she have anyone with her? Oh, there's her housekeeper, Phoebe, and some friends from her community. They're preparing the body for burial. It can't be left unburied very long.
Yeah, 3 days tops.
Because you don't put graves during a holiday. Where are they burying him? They mean to take him to a Jewish graveyard at Ball's Pond. Rachel said that there might be a dispute with their Spanish relatives, but their mother was buried somewhere else. Oh! Oh, they're Spanish relatives! Oh, chat, do you want to know something fun and interesting that I think is fun and interesting? So, you must understand that most religions, not just Christianity, have different sects. I can't say it right. Different groupings in among them. You know, like, if you think of Christianity, depending where you are, you might be thinking of something completely different. Obviously, there's Catholics, right? But there's Protestants of various types. You get your evangelicals. You get all sorts of fun and exciting things. But that's not the important part here. The important part here is their Spanish relatives are probably Sephardic. So, there are different types of... there are different types of Jewish practices. The ones that you're probably most familiar with are Ashkenazi. Probably. New York's population is primarily. So if you live in the States, that's probably what you see the most because, you know, New York's population and all that. And that's generally what you're going to see. But in Spain, you have a bunch of folks on the Iberian Peninsula, and they are something called Sephardic. Their temples have a lot more, like... They look less like cathedrals and more like mosques.
and they take a lot more inspiration from sort of the area and the folks within it. So you'll see these really cool, like, stone that looks like, you'll see really cool stuff like stone that looks like lacework. And stuff like that. The other thing that you'll notice is that they speak Hebrew but all the time. You won't hear a lot of Yiddish in Sephardic communities. It's just Hebrew but all the time. They have slightly different rules about some stuff. The biggest one that comes up is, that fish is a meat. So for somebody Sephardic, fish is a meat. So you can't serve it with dairy. So you can't have fish chowder at all. Whereas fish is not a meat if you live in Europe, the rest of Europe. Fish is not a meat. It's fish. So it can be served with milk just fine and other dairy products. Sort of. It's complicated. Fish is weird and complicated, chat. Just trust me on this one. Anyway, there are some issues around burial customs. And how you should and where you should bury people. So that does explain that. Rachel said there might be a dispute with their Spanish relatives, that their mother was buried somewhere else, but she did not think it would change the outcome. We're going to dig up a body! I love digging up a body. It's Andre's modus operandi. Operandi? I don't care how you pronounce that word. You guys know what I'm saying, so it's good enough. Horatio, I'll be back as soon as I can. Don't let out my room to anybody else. We won't. Don't fret. We'll get to the bottom of it. Maybe Grizz's high-placed friends at the ministry will come in handy. It'd be a good thing if they did. Not really! There's still dinner on the table, but Horatio doesn't have much appetite. Oh, we know our way to the ungullet. Alright, what are we up to? Oh, I can write dialogue all day. I love writing dialogue. I guess I could ask Archie how to reach his publisher directly. Wait a few more days before pestering Rachel about her novel. She's still grieving. Potentially. I've got some Lego to build, you see. My Animal Crossing Lego has come home with me. Because I wanted to look at it here in the aquarium instead of out and about on work jobs. And also because aquarium staff's tired of carrying it around for me. They're busy going, you're here about work. And I'm like, no! Fear, Orange Cat Lego. Orange Cat Lego? I can show you many sites I use to get stuff. Based on the Tuxedo Cat, but different. Oh no! Orange Cat Lego! Orange Cat energy. Yes! Oh, the new Lego set that I have to build up, has Sasha. So I will have Sasha. The island will be comprised of Sasha, Julian, Maple, who, Mint and Lumi have declared the most lesbian bear. Celeste and Sable are both in these sets. And I'm having a great time. I know, right? I didn't realize that little bear cub was named Maple. When I was naming Maple. That's Stella's girlfriend. She's shown up in exactly one Hero Complex thing. She's the cottagecore witch. The one with the cat named Acorn. Her cat's name is Acorn. She talks to animals. Maple does. I love that her cat's name is Acorn. Acorns do not grow on maple trees, did you know? But I wanted a very, like, fun little cottage vibe for her. Okay, so, yes. We all know the Force, right? Yes. I'm familiar with the the Force, if you will. Okay, we've gotten through the prologue. For a moment after waking, I forget what happened last night. And then it comes back to me. The sight of Archie being taken away. Horatio staring at the plate of uneaten pie. The rest of the evening, strange as it was, and the stumbling back to my own bed. I needed you to know that they made three a zebra and one a unicorn. Well, one should be a unicorn. If I was going to make numbers, if I was going to make a 3-horse, a thorse, if you will, I would use the already existing nubs of the 3. I would put those nubs, but face down. Yes, a thorse. A thierce, if you will, or a thorse. I would put the nubs down, and I would make that horse go real fast. Because if we're gonna have a thorse, that's so close. That's so close to an Odin horse. And if it's that close to an Odin horse, it's Sleipnir. And it goes so fast. So we would make a thorse, and I would make jokes. Real bad ones. It would be so cute. But yes, it would be kind of a droopy horse. A droopy thorse. Like a pony. I would also make it a little smaller so that it could be like a pony. Like a Shetland pony. If you've never seen a Shetland pony, they're so cute. Oh my good golly. You should look at them. They're so cute and they're very fluffy. And they're so tiny, and I want to pet every single one of them, but you are not allowed to pet all of them. Chic and horse costume! Yes, perfect! If I was going to make a horse... if I was going to make a horse for 8, I would forgo the number 8, and I would tape 2 borzois together. Borzois are basically horses. And that's what I would do. There's no mention of Archie's arrest in the morning's newspapers. I should find out who truly did it. This may be difficult, persuading people to speak with me, figuring out a way through the possibilities. I'll have to craft questions to ask people the way Archie showed me. It might take some doing. A scholar seeks the truth. I will find the true miscreant. The research may be livelier and less dusty than usual. There may be dangers not generally encountered at the library. The cause, however, is the same. A true accounting of what happened, for the present and for posterity. I'm looking to put the right person in the hands of the law. What will become of London if we don't take some measure to see the right people punished? Oh, this is absolutely Andre for ya. The Fjorce. She in a horse costume. The Shorse. Here in a horse costume. The Fjorce. Fierce? I guess I could pronounce that Frierce. Fierce. Yes, perfect. Let's, I guess, go see Rachel. I am so funny. Anything in the past for me to look at? Or are we all done? Jumbled up grab bag. Yes, Andre. So here's the thing about Andre is he always has a jumbled up grab bag of things when he wakes up. He's just like, did that happen? Was that yesterday? Was that tomorrow? What's going on? How old am I?
Looking at my hands, I'm definitely not, like, a toddler. But at a certain point, I don't know anymore. I remember waking up in the night and seeing that there was a new rat hole in the basement wall. As I lay there gazing at it, there came something like the limb of a cephalopod from that hole. It felt about the floor of the basement and wrapped itself around a lump of coal, finding nothing else handy. But that displeased it, it seems, because it dropped the lump again and withdrew. When I summoned the courage to look in the hole, I saw nothing, and I could not be sure that I saw it truly.
Coal would taste terrible to pick up with your tentacles. That would be awful. Let's see. I would like to comfort Rachel. In my mind, X would be like a really tiny Icelandic horse. But I can't remember the name. No, I understand. There's this one breed I'm thinking of for him specifically. May I present the idea that X would be a flavor of mule? Because I know what you're thinking. I know what you're all thinking. Man, a mule? That's so boring. But mules are like, what if you had the best part of donkey, but also horse, but it was the same animal? And it's amazing. Because people are like, ugh, garbage. And like you've got to understand with X doesn't know his own value. And most people think of a mule and go, really? That's how you want to do this? Yeah, exactly! But they're actually the best. Okay, let me tell you how exciting mules are. You guys, I have feelings. Okay, so here's the deal. Okay, so the thing about a horse. The thing about a horse is that a horse will do whatever you ask it to. If you decide that you want to go over that way, the horse will do it, whether the horse should do it or not. Will the horse get trapped in a bog if it does that? Absolutely. Does the horse care? Kind of, but you told it to go that way and you know what you're doing. Horses will do crazy things that you tell them to do. Things that will break their legs, things that will get you hurt, things that will get them hurt, things that will get both of you hurt, things that will get you all killed. Horses love doing that. The thing about a mule is that it doesn't love doing that. The reason that we have the phrase stubborn as a mule is because mules will not do that. If you're like, I think we should walk over there, and the mule's like, that is a swamp. I know what you're thinking, that looks like solid ground from up here because you can see little grasses growing on it. But, my man, that is a swamp. We're gonna walk 2 steps, and because we're both way too heavy to be over there on that swamp, we're gonna sink into it and die. I'm not going that way. You figure it out. The other thing that mules are great at is they're very, very good at taking very weird, narrow paths. If you want to get down into the Grand Canyon and you need to take a very narrow, like, sort of canyon-y kind of... if you crave that mineral, you guys know what I'm referring to, right? The goats on the wall licking the salt? If you crave that mineral, a mule can probably do it. Generally speaking. Maybe not to the extent of crave that mineral and all, but... they can usually manage. Because mules have excellent balance and they have a lot more rotation in their joints than a horse does. Because a horse is not designed to do that. Horses are designed to go but fast. So they can get into craters and really weird spots. Mules are very good as all-terrain vehicles. Nine Inch Nails won at the Grammys with their new song this year. Yes, let's go! We love Nine Inch Nails. I gotta go listen to their new song again. We love Nine Inch Nails in this house. The Cure also won? What? Has it become but the 90s again? The Cure, Nine Inch Nails out there winning stuff at the Grammys? I'm confused and scared. Like, I'll take it, but I don't like it. I don't like that it's been long enough that it's happening again. I got upset when a Clinton was running for president and the Jurassic Park was in theaters. I started getting scared then that we were going to make another Titanic movie. Ah! Right, we were visiting Rachel because we need to see her. She is grieving. Oh, this is... I should change my academic outfit, actually. Oh, I don't want to change my academic gown, but, like... I feel like... just gonna do that. Oh, and Lady Gaga won with her new album, which, you know what? Fair. Mayhem slapped. I believe it. I'm sorry for your loss. I know so many other people who have lost someone this year, but mine was murdered. Mine was unnecessary. David's death wasn't an accident or misfortune or fate. At that moment, someone can be heard at the door. There were so many new graves when we buried him. Mr. Milton is here to see you, miss. Here? Now? Do you want me to say you aren't at home? No, you can't tell him that. He'll know I'm here but... maybe you had better say... Don't strain yourself finding an excuse. I promise to depart again before I have entirely worn out my welcome. Milton! No, please, you're very welcome. He nods to me. Poor Rachel. I came because I heard your unhappy news. I ought to be wearing black, but there's so little time. Purple's a morning color. Purple may be worn for mourning. Surely not for deep mourning, after weeks or months, perhaps. I did have a black gown. My mother died last year, but we handed it down to a cousin on the Landau side. Her husband died in the fall, and she needed something suitable. She used to sit in the parlor after supper, in the second-hand gown and the glossy wig, and drink a great deal of David's wine. Ah, the widow Nathan. I take it she had much to say about the trials of having no one to support her. She never did recognize that character as herself. It seems cruel to mock such a woman. I wouldn't take Rachel Landau on lightly. Phoebe said you've buried the body. At Ball's Pond. Very soon after the death? It's our tradition. How do you avoid burying someone alive? Oh, I'm curious to see where this goes. The burial, Rachel. David was dead, unambiguously, grotesquely dead. Have you been back to the grave? Is it undisturbed? Is this how you comfort mourners in your society? We don't mourn the dead. Your inexperience shows. Oh, it isn't necessary here. You've been here long enough, is what you've been. Phoebe? Phoebe? I called you. Miss? Did you be wanting tea for the guest? I did not. And don't play the fool. I know you've had your ear to the door. See Mr. Milton out. I could have found my own way. At least one of us here is going to observe the civilities, and it seems that I'm the only one up to it. Miss Landau, I'm very sorry, but... Please, go.
I'll go too. I imagine you'd welcome a little quiet after that. Do you indeed? I do. I'm just gonna scoot out. I can just manage another errand today. Let's go bother Milton! Let's go bother Milton. We'll change our clothes first. Oh, we can't go bother Milton. Oh, in that case, I should wear my ministry stuff. Oh, I do want to go in the basement. Oh, I do want to go in the basement. I want to go in the basement real bad. But no, no. I'm going to change my clothes. I wanted to bother Milton. Go with Grizz to persuade Mr. Pages to intervene for Archie. Yeah, alright, let's see if we can try that. I don't think it'll work. I'm good with this. Mr. Pages watches our arrival intently, gleaning something from the fact we've come together. Surely the ministry can intervene. My friend should not have to stand trial for something so impossible.
The Ministry of Accounting and Recounting does not attend to the constabulary or the human courts of law.
If we don't do something, Archie might be convicted of murder.
Permanent murder?
Is there any other sort of murder?
If the dead return, it is not permanent.
The deceased is dead and buried and will not be returning.
Few newcomers to the Neath achieve a permanent murder. Our congratulatables to him.
Deadish! Badumps. Yeah. Basically, everyone in the Neath can be rendered deadish. The only time that you can be truly dead, you can become truly dead. But it takes a lot of effort. If you want your character to be completely unusable, you can ruin your whole entire life and seek the name. You can do it. You shouldn't, but you can. I won't. I've gotten unaccountably peckish so many times. You know, Andre was probably one of the founding scythes. Old. I'll tell you right now, I'm 50-50 on whether Callahan was there for the Age of Mortality. I feel like he's just been turning corners the whole time, being like, someone from back then has to witness now. And by 50-50 on it, I mean he absolutely was there for it. Same with Jacob, actually. Man out here using the most obvious weapon to glean with. Yes, Andre is absolutely doing that. I know there was a purge of all the people from back in the day. But Callahan's really good at hiding himself. It will give him something fun to hide. If you turn the corner too many times, you start to become something less than human looking. Oh! I did wonder about that. I did wonder about that. I am curious to know there. Oh, that's going to be exciting and fun. Plasticity and all that. Yeah, no, that tracks. Your facial features start to erode and your skin becomes more like a mask than anything. Oh, I love that. I'm curious to see where this goes. Oh, I'm excited. Oh! He's been here since the founding scythes were a thing. That's very nice. Very exciting. He wasn't one of them, but he saw them form the scythedom and all that. Yeah, none of the founding scythes are still alive as far as I know. None of the founders are still with us. Congratulatables. Thanks, Pages. He didn't do it. Oh.
The emergency underground Grizz remains obscurated to me. Your friend did not kill anyone, permanently or otherwise, but the Old Bailey is displeased with him. If it finds him to be unguilty, all is well. If it convicts him in error, what will it do?
He'll be hanged.
From what?
From a gibbet by the neck until dead.
Discomfortable. Should this eventuation come to pass, we will send him a basket of solace fruits.
Callahan does do that it's only been 270 years, right? And Callahan is the kind of person who would age through his whole entire life and then just be like, okay, I guess I'm doing this then. Like, I feel like he's the kind of person who's not like doing this willy-nilly. He'd be the kind of person who's like, oh, we've defeated death. That sounds terrible. But I'm obligated to preserve life. Because he is. Yeah, let me do some math. And he is quite long-lived, I will say. The average male age is about 75, but that's accounting for accidents. If you take out accidental deaths, like doing stupid stuff like skydiving and whatever, it comes right much more in line with the average age in general. He is also a bit more long-lived than most people would be anyway. He's at the far end. And by that, I mean, the people in my family tend to live to be like 100 at least. The math of 80 does make the math easier. Mm. The lowest you can reset is 25. I thought it was 21. I think it's 21, because there's talk of somebody resetting to 24. I remember that. And the point was to reset below 20 or 21. Down into teenagerhood. Yeah. Well, no, it's because the only reason I remember is because 21 is the adult age in the States. And so, of course, people can reset to 21, but they can't reset to before that. Because if they reset to before that, then the book would have to go through all the implications of doing that. What happens, like, in a book like that, what happens if you're in your 20s? Oh, right, we should be doing this. Well, okay, who oversees the constables? It seems that the constables do the bidding of the ministries.
They do, but it is Mr. Fires who watches over them. I do not command constables.
Who oversees the courts? The Old Bailey is a crown court. It used to rule in the Queen's name.
If Her Majesty wishes to commute the sentencification, we will not prevent her.
Her Majesty hasn't been seen outside the palace since the fall. She'd never grant me a hearing.
One must allow for her confusatory situation in being a widow and not widow.
She seemed sharp enough when I was presented to her. She must have undergone a very significant decline since.
She has.
Perhaps we could speak to Mr. Fires in that case.
It is not in London at present.
Where then?
It does not inform me of its peregrinations.
But you know enough to know where it isn't.
I have seen the traversal of its dirigible to the roof. I infuriated Mr. Fires, therefore is currently above.
Could you intervene with Mr. Fires?
No.
It's very important.
Mr. Fires has an opinion of non-positive nature regarding my current efforts.
Paige's voice becomes higher and more agitated.
It believes that my activities here are in error. It would not be convinced by my persuasions that, in fact, we might effectuate a diminution in the confidence it extenuates to our other plans.
Oh, Mr. Pages! Honey! Oh, no! It seems to have reached an impasse, but there are several ways to end matters. Alright, Pages, don't worry about it. Grizz has the wrong idea of what's possible. We'll plan some other way of helping our friend. She should not have involved you. In difficult times, we explore every avenue. I can tell that I chose the wrong moment. Mr. Pages looks out of sorts.
The Undercon is capable of reason.
Thank you.
It is not said to flatter you. Do you have anything more?
The trick is not to look at the back of the penny at all. Pages continues turning the pages over and going back and forth between them for a long time.
Inefficacious. This way of capturing Menesis. We have better ways. The Ministry will make them known.
That's enough of my official duties for the moment. Ooh, ask about the relationship between the Masters. Let's go. You and the other Masters, how do you get on? Are you friends? A family, perhaps?
We are leashed by the same cord. Some climb on others. Our desires are not Let's
try that again, Pages.
Our desires are not unilined.
So you can't be friends with the people closest to you?
Mr. Hart sends regards to Mr. Iron. The regards are not returned. Among other masters, there is an even greater divergence. A long time and bottled together does not nurture affection. I have contemplated an act of autobiography. Specifically, an annotated memoir. I have spoken of it to Grizz. It would be enchapterated. Many chapters devoted even to the birth in the high wilderness, which strains the distant edges of memory. I wrote of that once before, between the second city and the third. But I would write of it differently now. Perhaps in verse of many stanzas, albeit requiring also an apparatus citricus.
Oh, sorry, criticus. What a fine notion. I'm sure London would be much taken with such a publication.
They would not be permitted to read it. Many contents are unsuitable for the lay comprehension. Though this is unfortunate. Perhaps they could be allowed to read it and voice their appreciation, and then immediately afterwards enlethiated to a state of hyperoblious.
Sorry. Pages' way of words is really funny. And I can't.
Immediately afterwards, enlethiated to a state of hyperobliescence. A reading room could be established in the Ministry of Public Decency for the collection of readerly thoughts upon unreadable text. It is Magnolarious plan, and I am indebted to you for provisionaling. I'm sorry, Chad, you don't understand. I don't know how to explain, but I don't know how to explain. But the way that Paige's words are stuck together is really funny to me. It makes me giggle a lot. He's just making them up. They could be real, hypothetically. But it's really funny, and they have a really weird mouthfeel, and I like that. It's fun to do. Just make up random words. Huzzlemug! Yes, Huzzlemug has dialogue. Pages is taping like random Greek and Latin stuff together, so it makes it impossible to determine the pronunciation unless you know what you're doing. And I know most of the roots of what he's trying to say. It's just, oh, it's exciting. It's a fun time. I love Pages. He's so silly. That's enough of my official duties for the moment. I render my thanks and good wishes to all parties and bow myself out. Mr. Pages and I should be friends. We're gonna be besties. Me and Pages, best friends. Why? He makes me laugh. He makes me giggle. I'm glad we have impermanent murder. Okay, but chat, you know the deal. It is the end of the night. Okay, let's go on a little adventure. Let's see where we're going. Let's go see Afe. Afe's playing Chicory tonight. Alright, that is it for tonight, everybody. I will see you all tomorrow. Thanks for playing along with me.